River State Governor Nyesom Wike says his administration will provide basic infrastructure that will make the College of Medical Sciences of the State University one of the best in the country. Governor Wike gave the assurance during a course visit by the representatives of the board of the college at Government House Port Harcourt. He stated that government will ensure that students admitted into the college enjoy uninterrupted academic activities.
For the buildings, I have no choice because medical school is very expensive. To establish a medical school is very expensive. So for these buildings, I would plead that, like the hostel you talked about, if we can have who has the drawings of that school, the hostel there, they are the teaching, the old teaching hospital. Yes, if we can have it, and then the other buildings of clinical sciences and the rest. If we can have a design for it, then we can start construction immediately. That can be done as that one is. We'll do that because I do know to start a medical school is not an easy thing. So those ones, it's incumbent on us. We have no choice. If we want the school, like the provost said, to be given the full accreditation for the student not to be stagnant, then all these things must be in place. Where the facilities are there to provide, so nobody will say that I established a medical school without giving it all what is required, and then I've left. I cannot graduate because this medical school is my. They established this medical school, and so everybody requires that fully functional. The deputy governor said where even what they call this ashes to ashes, where we have made it that even students should be, those who are pathologists, I mean, what do you call them? People know the best. They will use it for that. We have also the dental maxillary hospital, where they will now have the full dental department for the teaching hospital, so that we can give our students the full training that they require. And I believe too, when our government house clinic is fully operational, in fact, which is the best in the country, every day. Now, the Mother and Child Hospital will be commissioned this November, December. They almost finished installing all the equipment. But we will not allow government to run it. No way. We are bringing people from overseas to run it. So, that hospital, yes, we allow our students to use it, but it must be run by private people who know that they want to make money. But for you to make money, it must be functional.
Governor Wike noted that the call for university autonomy should also include how to generate funds internally generated to administer the institutions. He stated that university management cannot be asking government for assistance all the time if they manage their internally generated revenue properly. Commenting on the recent pronouncement by the federal government on a new salary scale for teachers, Governor Wike said it will create crisis for the country's educational system. He pointed out that it was good to give teachers special attention because of their strategic role in the society, but such policy should be properly implemented. He stated that the clamor for a new revenue formula by state has not received any attention by the federal government despite the obvious need for the review.
Now, about increment in salary wage. We don't have a problem about employing. But the problem is, where is the revenue? The internal revenue has dropped because of the COVID-19. Most companies are no longer there. The oil price, which we depend on, has also dropped. So if I employ, where is the money I will use to pay the salaries? It's not that, I mean, why would you not want to employ? We need over 6,000 people now in the civil service. We need. But it's not just employing without you paying. You see the crisis that's coming up by the federal government? How you will go and announce a special salary scale for teachers. You do not employ them for us. We employed. Now you sit down somewhere and say a teacher will pay 300 something thousand. How much is the professor earning? You see the crisis that people just sit down and cause crisis. We're running a federal system. I employ somebody. You sit somewhere on your own without consulting me. You now put a salary scale. Now, you will see when this crisis will hit the entire country. And everything must not be politicized just to have that popularity to say, oh, teacher said social government increased or gave us a special salary scale. It's good, but is it workable? Is it practicable? Is it practicable? Yes, it is good that we must give teachers a special interest, but things must be well before you do that.
In his speech, Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council of the Rivers State University, Justice Ichendu, thanked the governor for the support to the institution. He noted that with the approval of the governor, the College of Medical Sciences has qualified staff to provide training for students.
Excellency, in my letter of 3rd September 2020, on the upcoming accreditation of our College of Medical Sciences by the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, I commended you for solving the problem of staffing in the college at the moment. The result is that with your approval, the college now has additional 9 professors, 1 reader, 9 senior lecturers, 108 lecturers 1 and 2, and other assistant lecturers. We also have additional 70 technicians and technologists. The college now has 14 professors, 3 readers, 30 senior lecturers, and 168 lecturers 1 and 2, with 74 technical staff. It follows that before your intervention, the college had only 5 professors, 2 readers, and 4 technical staff. We are so grateful to Your Excellency for your understanding and approvals that have given ground for such a feat.
The Vice-Chancellor of the institution, Professor Lerum Okobuli, said recent academic rating has placed the university 6th in the country.
Your Excellency, sir, it gives me great pleasure to be here with you this afternoon in my capacity as Vice-Chancellor of Rivers State University, Nkbolu Oroworuko, Port Harcourt. Let me, in a special way, use this opportunity to physically and sincerely thank you for finding me worthy to be appointed as Vice-Chancellor of the university. There is no doubt that it is an indication of the enormous trust and confidence that you have in my ability to perform the functions of that office. With all sense of responsibility, I do not take this trust and confidence for granted, and I promise to put in my very best to ensure that the university moves to a higher level, both nationally and internationally. I wish to state unequivocally that I am passionate about the progress and development of the university, and I am convinced that with the level of trust and confidence you have on the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council and my humble self, you will not hesitate to do all that is feasible to support us in the task of moving the university forward. On my part, as you would have noticed already, I am committed to working harmoniously with the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council and other members of the Governing Council to achieve this desirable goal in the overall interest of the university and the state. From this perspective, Your Excellency, it is my pleasure to inform you that your university, where you are an alumnus and now the visitor of the university, that your university has recently been ranked as the 6th best university in Nigeria by a leading organization.
Also speaking, the provost of the Medical College, Professor Chituru Oluwana, said with the approval granted the college to train medical students, admission will commence this academic session.
Your Excellency, about a year ago, last year, we came here, you hosted us on a courtesy visit. In that visit, we came with delegation from the National Universities Commission. The result of that visit is that we have been granted approval to start the medical training at the Rivers State University. Good as that is, it has exposed us to another challenge. And that challenge is the complementary approval by the Medical and Dental Council, which is the professional body. We would have started admission of students, but for the COVID pandemic, into the medical school. Now that the school has resumed, this week, the university is kicking off the process of admitting the very first set of medical students into the Rivers State University College of Medicine. And Your Excellency, we must thank you for your robust support to that program.